Welcome to Cumberland Caverns. The tour you're about to go on will take you into the darkest depths of our cave and transport you to what seems like an entirely different world. Your guide will provide you with a helmet and a headlamp to use for the duration of your tour. No matter how much experience you have caving, accidents can happen, so please be sure to listen very closely to these following rules to ensure we all have a fun, but more importantly, safe caving adventure. Rule number 1. Your guide will be with you shortly and will introduce themselves. Be sure to listen to your guide. They are some of the best in the business and are focused on one thing more than anything else during these tours: safety for you and for the cave. While improvements have been made to ensure that the path is clear and easy to navigate, at the end of the day, it is still a natural cave. That's where your guide comes in. Their job is not only to entertain you, but also make sure that we all get out in the same condition we came in. Rule number 2. Please stay on the trail, both in the cave and out. We have found all sorts of critters around these woods. Some of them are super cute and may not be any danger at all. However, this is nature, and that means the dangerous ones come out from time to time as well. Make sure you stay behind your guide on the way to and from the cave entrance. We all follow the caver's creed here. Take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but carefully placed footprints, kill nothing but time. Please stay with your guide at all times. You should always be behind your guide unless they tell you otherwise. Your guide knows the safest route to maneuver through the different areas of the tour you are going on, so make sure that you are following the same path that your guide takes and do not try and go in a different direction. Rule number 4. When going up and down ladders, ropes, or through tight squeezes, only one person at a time. Make sure that when you are crawling or climbing, you leave enough space between you and the person in front of you so that you don't get kicked or injured in any way. The person in front of you is going to be focused on what's in front of them and may not realize that you are too close. All it could take is the slip of a foot and suddenly you have a boot in your face. Trust us when we say it doesn't feel good. Rule number 5. We are going to be taking breaks periodically to talk about early explorers, formations, and personal experiences. If for some reason you need to take any additional breaks, please do not hesitate to let your guide know. We would rather take a little extra time on the tour than have you overwork and potentially injure yourself. Rule number 6. While our guides are going to do everything in their power to make sure that we all get out in the same condition we came in, accidents can happen. If you are injured, or if you notice that someone else is injured, make sure you stop and shout out for the guide to know. Every guide carries a pack with them that has a first aid kit, emergency waters, and some kind of snack for people with blood sugar issues. If a guest gets injured while on tour, your tour guide will tend to them as best they can, and if necessary, they will have to leave the rest of the group to go out and call for help. It is imperative that if your guide does need to leave, that you stay exactly where you are and wait for help to return. If for some reason your guide is the one that gets injured, the entire group is to stay with the guide. The gift shop crew member knows exactly when you left and where you are going. If the group is not back by a certain time, we will send someone into the cave to look for them. If you try to leave the group and attempt to get help, there is a high probability that you could be lost or injured yourself, and now rescue workers need to worry about the injured person and search for the person that ran off. Rule number 7. Do not touch the formations or walls of the cave. Gloves are required for all adventure tours, and if you will not be permitted to participate if you do not have them. Formations can take thousands of years to grow. The natural oils in our skin can prevent water from depositing minerals, killing them. We want these formations to continue growing for future generations to enjoy. If that isn't enough of a reason, it is also against the law and can lead to a hefty fine and prison time. Please do not remove your gloves at any point unless absolutely necessary. Be sure to follow the rules of 3. 3 sources of light, 3 people at all times, 3 points of contact when traversing the cave, whether by ladder or rope, and the 3 W's: who you are with, where you are going, and when you will be back. Refusal to abide by any of these rules can result in your guide stopping the tour and escorting the entire group out, so don't be the reason that the rest of the group has a bad experience. If you have any questions about these rules, your guide will be more than happy to answer them for you. At the end of the day, our job is to entertain, educate, maintain safety, and above all, have fun. So enjoy yourselves.
Thank you for